Hello, Lego fans. How are you doing today? Hope everyone is doing well. My name is Andy. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Let's talk about Lego. And look what I found, guys. I found a whole bag of 1x6s in sand blue in my reserves. I didn't think I had them in there, but sure enough, I went to look and there they were. So I can continue building my motel without ordering parts. So that's awesome. So let's get some, oh, I wanted to give you a little update before I start building more. I changed the front to add another room. So now there's 4 rooms instead of 3, and I don't have an office. I just decided to forego the office and just have 4 rooms on the front. And this little space here on the corner, somebody in the comments said, well, why don't you put a vending machine or like a something machine there, ice machine, vending machine. I thought that was a good idea, but I have no idea how to build one. I'd have to look it up, just Google it or whatever and see if I could find a design online that I can copy, because I don't know even where to start as far as building a vending machine. So there's an ATM on the train station I could copy if I wanted to do an ATM, but not a vending machine. So we'll figure that one out. But right now, what I'm going to do is, the other thing I was going to do this is when I get my parts. I thought about changing the door and window color to dark brown instead of white. What do you guys think about that? Do you think white's a better color, or do you think dark brown would look good? I think dark brown would look good, but I don't know, white looks okay. So let me know your opinions in the comments. So right now I'm going to start building up the back wall and the side walls and get this thing, get the first floor done and see where we're at as far as inventory goes and go from there. So let's do it. And there we are. Back wall and side walls are finished. I didn't put anything on the side walls, obviously, but I did add 4 small windows on the back, correspond with the rooms, like small bathroom windows or whatever, like somebody mentioned in the comments. So there you go. There's the first floor of the motel. Now we need to build a second floor, which I mentioned before is going to cantilever over because there's going to be a balcony with a railing on top and a stairway. Although I'm not sure where I'm going to put the stairway at. I mean, it's going to have to be in front of a door, obviously. Maybe over here on this end, going up here. I mean, it'll be, well, it's going to be right against the wall, isn't it? So how can I do that without running into a door? Maybe I shouldn't have put that 4th door in there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can maybe I'll have to put the stairway on the inside and not have a stairway on the balcony. What do you guys think? Because if the balcony is only coming out 5 studs, 1 stud for the fence, that makes 4 studs for the walkway. The stair would have to be right up against the wall here in order to go up to it. So I don't think I'm going to be able to put a stairs on the outside. Or I don't know if there's any point in putting one on the inside either, because you're not going to see it anyway, so we can just assume there's one on the inside. So one of those assumption type deals. So yeah, let me get some plates together, and you know what? I don't know if I have enough plate. If I'm going to use light gray or white. White would make sense, but let me see what I got, what I can put together as far as a second floor goes, and we'll go from there. Okay, so this is obviously not what I'm going to use permanently, because black would look pretty dumb on a sand blue building with white windows and white doors. I just put this down just to kind of get an idea what I'm doing as far as plate goes. But here's the problem: there's 4 studs left here after these 16x16s, and then I want it sticking out 5 studs, so that's 9 studs. How can I make 9 studs with a plate? I'd have to put like a a 4x, a 4x, and a 1x, which is not going to happen on a cantilever. So what I'm thinking is if I had put the front wall one stud out further, that would make 10 studs. So I could put like a 6x10, hanging over all the way across here. So obviously I'm going to have to buy more plate because if I want to use I don't have enough 16x16 in light gray. I don't think I only have one left. Or white, if I'm going to use white. I don't know. What do you guys think as far as like if I change my windows and doors to dark brown, would I then use dark brown plate? I don't know if you can even get dark brown in 16x16. Or should I keep it white? Let me know your opinions in the comments. But either way, I'm probably going to have to move the front wall to make the plates come out right. So let me work on that. And I'll show you what after I'm done. Stand by. Right, so I got the front wall moved. It wasn't that bad, to be honest with you. It came off in one piece once I got the corners both taken off. I mean, because it's integrated with the side walls. So once I got that tore down, the front of it, the main bulk of the front wall just moved in one piece. So that was cool. So now when I go to put my plates on, I will have 16x16 plate that I'll have to obviously tie together in the middle so it doesn't sag, or I'll have to put up some kind of a wall or something in the middle. I mean, technically it should have walls for the rooms, but then that's a lot of extra bricks that you won't see. And you know how I am as far as interior details go. I might have to end up putting a wall in the middle for support for the plates. I don't know yet. Depends on how that comes out. But now it'll have 10 studs after I put the 16x16 in. So therefore, I'll be able to put 6x10s in the front and have it hang over 5 studs for my balcony. I guess that's as far as I can go now because I don't have the right plate. Even if I could put the black on and use 6x10 in gray and mix match it just to do it. But I don't see any point in that because, then what do I do? I mean, I can't build a second floor because then I'd have to take it all apart and change the plate. So leave me your opinions in the comments as far as should I stick with the white doors and white windows? Should I go to dark brown? What color should the second floor plate be? Should it be white? It definitely should be white. I'd say if the doors and windows are white. But if the doors and windows are dark brown, should it be dark brown or should it be gray or should it still be white? Let me know in the comments. So let's move on to something else. So I figure we might as well pick up where we left off last video, which was replacing these tiles with dark brown instead of reddish brown. So I went ahead and finished putting on my 1x1s all along here. And you can see that's all done. Took a little while, but we got it done all the way up to this curve right here. So this is all looking good. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with these reddish brown ones that I have left over. First, I got to pick them up off the platform. So with this being done, I think that calls for running some train action right here in the middle of the video. Why not? Stand by for trains. Okay, so this guy right here, the Central Train Station, set number 60469, with 752 pieces, I want to install right here. The only problem is, as you can see on the picture, they have regular track down there with what looks like mills plated, almost mills plated on the sides. So what's probably going to happen is, with the mills plated track, the sides are going to have to be mills plated as well. So they're going to be like double. They're going to be 2 bricks high, is what it looks like, to make that work. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky, but I think I can get it put right here, because it's not very wide in terms of, you know, it'll fit in one, 32 piece of track here. So that should be okay, hopefully. So that's one of the projects I want to work on in the next coming weeks while I'm waiting on parts. So I want to get that installed, hopefully. So yeah, we're not doing it right now, but in the coming weeks, coming days and stuff, we'll shoot it. Anyways, next and last on this video, I think what I want to do is build a road plate for right here, 32 by 32. Get rid of this, obviously, and ramp it up for the railroad crossing. You know, another thing I need to do is put railroad crossing lights and gates on this one over here. Of course, I have nothing to put them on that one side. That's another thing. I need to build another road plate for that side as well and ramp it up. So let's do that, and that'll pretty much wrap us up then. Stand by. So just in case you were curious as to how the road plates get built, the straight 32 by 32 road plates, I've done a video on that before, long time ago, like when I first started my channel, like 3-4 years ago, whatever it was. But basically, you just take your base plate and put down 2x2 plate in this arrangement to go underneath your road plates, and your road plates will sit here like this and like this on top of those 2x2 plates. And then basically you just take 2x2s, regular 2x2s, bricks, and fill in, well, first you got to put the sides on, the road sides, the extra width that I put on with 1x8s, and make the white lines. You got to do that first, and then you can put down regular 2x2 plate to fill the rest, or 2x2 bricks and then plate on top of that. So let me show you how to do the sides real quick. Hang on. Yeah, so I'll show you this real quick. I don't want to get too extensive into doing this, but basically you just take your 1x8 brick, your 1x8 white plate, put together like this. Take another white plate, take another brick, and then another white plate, and another brick, until you got 4 bricks. That's 32 studs. And then you got to put 1x4s on each end here, which I got to grab real quick. Yeah, so you put 1x4s on each end, like so. And then you take your 1x8 plate, dark gray, and put it on top of those white plates. And we're out of focus. Like this. All the way across. Then you got this piece, and basically all you do is take these 1x2 protecting bricks, put them in the studs on the side of here, just like that. They fit perfect. And what I do is I stagger them, or just skip one stud all the way down. And then when you get done with that, you just take it and put it on here. Get this stuff out of the way. And then you tack that down, and there's your extra part of the road. Widens the road and gets you your white line. So there you go. That's how you do that. All right, now that I've got both of those on, the widening and the white lines, all I got to do is put my curb on like this. Basically just put it on top of those bricks like this. I mean, if you want to add curb, you don't obviously have to, but this is how I do it. Just like that, go all the way down through, and then you just take 2x2 bricks, and I take 4x12 plates on the side here, and go all the way down, and then go to a 4x8 plate, and then 1x12s, and a 1x8 on the side, and that fills it up. And then obviously fill in all this stuff with your 2x4s and 1x4s, and you put the lines, 2x4s with lines going through the middle there, and that's basically it. You got yourself a road plate. So let's get this finished up, then get it ramped up. I got to ramp it up too and get it on the platform. Okay, so I got the plate on the side now, got all the curb on. So the only thing left to do is tile it off. So I got to put my bike lane on this side, on the outer edge, and then light gray everywhere else, and then of course the dark gray ones I just talked about in here. So let's get that done, and then we'll get it ramped up and we'll get it on the platform. All right, Lego fans, our road plate is essentially finished. However, I also ran out of 1x4 dark gray tiles. I had almost had enough, except for 2, to fill those in right there. I got it ramped up, and those 1x4s are in my order of parts as well, which is what I'm waiting to do on the 19th. I did decide to go ahead and wait for the parts order to save more with points, double points. So we need to order those as well. I got it ramped up, as you can see there. Got the bike lane on. Got the bike lane barrier jumpers on there. A couple jumpers over here for minifigs or whatever. So let's go ahead and put her on the platform. There we go, guys. It looks a little bit low. There's a little bit of a lip here. I don't know if that's just because these aren't in there, but this side, I guess, has that little lip too. So I guess technically I could put another plate underneath there, underneath the hinge, and raise it up another plate. But I'm not too worried about that right now. We got this in here. Of course, it hangs over here, but I'm going to put another 2x4 on the side of here, like I talked about before. Wood 2x4 to cover this, so it won't be hanging over. I don't think that's more than 1.5 inches. Don't have my tape measure handy, but I don't think that's more than 1.5 inches. Or it's pretty close. It's pretty close. So there you go. We got our road plate done on this side, and we got to keep going with the road plates down through here. I don't know how far we're going to go. We might even go all the way down to the end of the platform. I don't know. Just depends on what we're going to put over here, which I haven't decided on totally yet. But that is going to pretty much wrap things up for this video. Thanks for taking me along. Maybe we'll put that 2x4 on in the next video on Friday. I don't know yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for Friday yet, but we'll come up with something. So, like I said, I'm going to wait for my parts order to the 19th, as much as it pains me. And I'll come up with content to fill in until we get to that point, till we get to the parts. So, again, thanks for taking me along, and until next time, have a wonderful day. Keep building Lego, and I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye, guys.